Welcome to Simply Bitcoin, the weekend edition, the channel that breaks down all the daily Bitcoin news from Twitter, the daily fail, the meme review, software releases, and the websites by plebes when we get them. Drop us a like and subscribe. All right, you know where we're going. Let's kick it off with the numbers.
Clock Moody Dashboard.
I like that, Mr. Owl. Okay, so block height of 663,092. Current Bitcoin price 25,735.
Holy shit. Okay, I don't have Satoshi with me, but you know, that price justifies me making chicken noises.
That's right. The chain rewrite days, 619. You paid homage to Satoshi. That's pretty good. And the total lightning capacity, 1,051.12 BTC. Man, the price action is just having me forget stuff. Okay. But that's okay. I'm not going to forget our daily fail.
It's crazy. Man, guys, for anyone who's confused as to why I just made chicken noises,
we are.
I have a rubber chicken. His name is Satoshi the Bitcoin chicken, and he clucks every time the price of Bitcoin reaches an all-time high, which it absolutely blasted through today. I added I would say a digital chicken noise in yesterday's episode. I wanted to try a natural Nico chicken noise today. Anyways, Phil, it's time for
the daily fail. Danny the Hodler, or at IamWorld228, laugh out loud, get ready. XRP Army unites. And its Ripple partner MoneyGram now says it never used XRP or RippleNet. Look at that. No, but wait, but the best part is that it actually gets worse. While MoneyGram receives incentives in XRP, the firm does not hold the digital asset. We sell XRP as soon as we receive it. A MoneyGram spokesperson. So because I know that for some reason we saw some targeted comments about how it's a store of value. The banks are going to use it. Well, yeah, no, that's not. So if the people that are using it are trying to dump it as quickly as possible, it's kind of the opposite of it being able to store value. It's more like a flight to safety, right? They fly away from the garbage to safety.
Dude, I felt so bad because these people are delusional. I don't post that much on Twitter lately, as all you guys know, but I do lurk and I do like a lot of tweets. And I saw a tweet from Miss Hoddle on what I think it was on the Bitstamp announcement. And man, the XRP army is delusional. They are delusional. Like the things that they're saying, it's like, yeah, once this gets cleared by the SEC, Bitcoin, the United States government's going to ban Bitcoin because it's controlled by China. Dude, it was like,
oh yeah,
it was.
Did you see that?
Dude, it was like,
what is that?
I don't know, man, but I felt bad. I know I don't feel bad. We told you so, but it's like, come on, man. But like,
it's true.
These guys are going to get so wrecked. I hope they find Bitcoin inevitably. I hope they don't get dissuaded by this scam. That's my only hope. That's my wish for this Christmas. Right?
Well, I am already starting to see people that are, realizing that they should have just, been hodling in Bitcoin. I've already seen a few comments come across, which were very similar to the comments I made back in late 2017, early 2018, which was, had I have just accumulated Bitcoin, which was my original intention, and hold it, I'd have more Bitcoin than I have today.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
that's some positive news. That made my day a little bit better. And Phil, it's time for
the daily meme review.
All right. So another bash on Ripple. This is brought to us by no other than American Hodl. And let's check it out. It's really not a meme. It is a meme. I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge of it.
Ho, ho, ho. This is a very special Christmas message for a very naughty boy. Brad Garlinghouse. You were always the naughtiest, always scamming children, and you thought because you had grown up that you were out of Santa's clutches? No, my friend. Santa did time on a trading desk at Goldman in the early 90s, and I have friends at SEC Enforcement. You are fucked, Brad. You are so fucked. You thought you could just be a naughty boy, fucking dumping on retail investors? These people are dumb. They are so dumb, Brad, and you took advantage of them. They're like landscapers and mechanics. Some of them work at Taco Bell, and you stole from them. Santa's gonna make sure you end up in federal prison, Brad. You're going down. SEC got you in the scope, motherfucker. Yeah, get some. Claws out, bitch.
Okay. All right. So much to break down now. Dude, that was epically hilarious.
Yes.
Phil, I'm going to give that a 9.
Yeah, I you know what? I'm gonna have to go with you on the all right, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I'll go with the
9.
Yeah.
Dude, it was on point. It was hilarious. It was American Huddle, dressing up in a Santa Claus outfit.
Very relevant.
Describing exactly what's happening to Brad and XRP, bro. It was just hilarious. What are your thoughts on it?
Okay, I liked the whole thing. I thought it was obviously, super funny. The only part is that to call tradespeople stupid. I'm sorry. I know I'm not a tradesperson myself, but I know a lot of tradespeople, and they're not stupid. I think every person, right, in their own measure. So I think that part of it was just, kind of weak, but I didn't let it dampen the overall hilarious message.
I agree. I do agree. I think that everyone has a role to play. We'll just leave it at that, right? Everyone, every Bitcoiner has a role to play, and
yeah.
I think that message.
This is his style.
I think that message riled a lot of people up. So, so it was a good score, 9 from both of us.
Hey, come on! Considering it wasn't even a meme, it was just a video threat.
Exactly, man. That's a really high score. Phil, it's time for
the Daily News, sponsored by Crypto Cloaks.
All right, everybody, this is the weekend edition of Simply Bitcoin. That means there's usually not that much news, but we did find a lot of interesting things you will find interesting. Look and check out this tweet by Bitcoin Aider. Okay, that's a pretty awesome handle. And check it out. Another 70 billion, then the rat poison will crush the biggest company of Warren Buffett. Just a friendly reminder, and I'm going to scroll down in the comments because they're absolutely epic. Warren Buffett did call Bitcoin rat poison squared, and guess what? Bitcoin is about to take. It may have already overtaken, because right now, no, it's up there. Yeah, it's about $1,000 higher, but not quite there. But man, it's gonna be glorious to see the day that Bitcoin passes Berkshire Hathaway. For anyone that doesn't know, that is Warren Buffett's company. And check out the comments. Man, I love the Bitcoin Twitter army.
Oh,
they will win us the war, the information warfare that is upcoming. Here's a very interesting tweet by Lop. Bitcoin address reuse, which is a poor privacy practice, continued its downward trend in 2020. However, 43% of addresses receiving deposits are being reused. So
good job.
Look, this is awesome because it's telling me that we're progressing towards the ideal case, right? So what is Lop talking about right now, right? So ideally, guys, every time most modern wallets do this for you automatically, but ideally, every time you receive Bitcoin, you should be using a new address, right? And that makes block and analysis companies harder to track you, right? Because they don't know where all your Bitcoin is going. Of course, there are some cases like exchanges or like exchange deposit addresses. Some exchanges don't allow you to change every time you receive Bitcoin. It doesn't allow you to change the receiving address. Some addresses, they just by nature, they just have to, because they're just holding such a hoard that they just have to, they can't change the address. They don't have that luxury. But, ideally for everyday Bitcoiners, privacy wise, what I recommend, right, so that you don't have to pay a lot on fees, right, is just every time you have a giant chunk that you just bought on Cash App, withdraw that, right? Withdraw that to a new address so that when you do consolidate addresses in the future, you don't have to pay so much in fees. What are your thoughts on this, Phil?
Yeah, I mean, look, again, I was super happy to see, hey, address reuse is, going down, but then unfortunately it's, it is still a pretty staggering number of the people doing deposits. But again, right, what percentage of that is exchanges? Because I can tell you from my shitcoining days, my address on Binance was the same thing all the time, you know? So that also, maybe that's more of an indication that more people are coming into the space and they're heading to exchanges. I don't know, like that 43% could be more granular, right?
I agree,
So,
but it is promising that it is going down, right?
Yeah, exactly. In the grand scheme of things, it's going down.
Awesome. Okay. And let's move on. And speaking of the devil, you did mention the biggest shitcoin casino in the world. And I thought this was pretty big news. Guys, we're just going to put emphasize right here. We do not recommend Binance. Why do we not recommend Binance? Because all you need to do is buy Bitcoin. So go to Swan, go to Cash App, just buy Bitcoin, withdraw, and hodl it. We don't recommend Binance because they're going to push you into the shitcoin casino. And but the reason I wanted to bring this up, right, is this is a big deal, right? Binance adds support for Segwit deposits, right? Segwit is Bitcoin's possibly largest protocol upgrade to date, as it has introduced a number of improvements to Bitcoin's performance. The proposal originally sought to fix an anomaly in the Bitcoin protocol that, while mostly harmless to the network itself, prevented the straightforward deployment of a second layer solution such as the Lightning Network. Segwit further enabled fee savings for users, right? A protocol extension that paved the way for, this is the important part, for the integration of further scaling and privacy solutions such as Schnorr signatures and Taproot, right? So it's a big deal when an exchange that has the volume that Binance does, because unfortunately a lot of people shitcoin, adds support for Segwit, right? Because that further forces other exchanges that have lower volume to kind of jump on that train, right? Or they'll fall into irrelevancy, right? So it's a big deal that Binance did that. Shout out to Binance again. We're not a big fan of Binance, but shout out to them for doing that, because it does, like the article says, it paves the way to Schnorr and Taproot. What are your thoughts on this, Phil?
Yeah, I mean, look, like you stated, right? We don't recommend Binance, but this is good stuff. This is good stuff. They are actually, including this. I'm probably totally wrong on this, but maybe this, maybe getting this done sooner than later was also having that interview with Michael Saylor, because like CZ did have a chat with him, and for anybody who did see that interview or that discussion, Michael Saylor came out, guns blazing, and he was on point. So who knows? Maybe some of that kind of hurried it along. But I know that with things like this, it's always a lot of planning, a lot of time, and a lot of testing. So more than likely, it was already underway, and it just happened.
Exactly. And to the last, it's not, again, it's a weekend edition, so we're not really focused on articles, because there's really not that much news, and it is a holiday season. But this is a really good chart indicating the percentage of the Bitcoin network using Segwit, right? And they also have some really cool also other things like the liquid sidechain. It tells you,
oh, cool,
right?
Because I've always wondered about that.
Segwit its transactions, right? It tells you all these really cool, interesting stats, right? So Segwit adoption right now is at 46%. That to me feels incredibly bullish, because Bitcoin, it cannot force users to upgrade, and it's backward compatible, right? So users have to, by choice, right, upgrade to using Segwit. And it's extremely bullish to me that, in what's a span of a couple years, that 46% of the network is already using Segwit. That enables and opens the door for Schnorr and Taproot, like that article said. So what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is just again, right? This is more confirmation. I actually kind of look at it like, take a look at this, right? Like you said, nobody can force you to upgrade your software, but we can see that the network consensus, right, is growing in that direction. And that number, that number keeps going up, and people are going to receive the benefits of, of those updates. So yeah, it's bullish. It's good stuff.
It's super bullish. Phil, there was a website by Pleb.
Bitcoin websites. All right, so not really a plebe, a little bit more of an influencer, but anyways, an amazing resource nonetheless. Okay, Jameson Lopp or lop.net. Go and check it out. Amazing articles, presentations, interviews with him, Bitcoin resources, Lightning resources. He's got a lot of really good stuff here. He's a huge advocate of privacy and security. So as a result, he's got a lot of material that really makes you think. And again, keep in mind, privacy and security are a spectrum, okay? Not everybody is entirely private. Not everybody is entirely secure. So it's not going to happen in this type of society. But what we can do is we can, step by step, build degrees of privacy and security if we so choose.
Amen. Amen, brother. Thanks for that, Phil. I do agree. He definitely has gone the influencer part, and I have caught
INX
him.
token, never forget.
Yes, he's shielding. He's shielding ICO.
Grin.
He's shielding ICO. We're gonna have to change the name of the title now. We'll do that after. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Simply Bitcoin. This is a weekend edition, so it's always a little crazy. Anyways, guys, if you like the episode, you know what to do. If you love the episode, subscribe and hit the little notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. See you guys later.